Hey Swarmers, welcome back for your weekly waggle dance. Up until now, we've given you some pretty dire news on the worst possible consequences of our changing climate. And while we're all trying to fight against this becoming our reality, we've learned that some consequences aren't totally devastating. They're maybe just a little weird. Let's start with politician ridiculousness. When elected leaders prove the limitations of education systems, combined with a need to showboat to their colleagues, this happens.
Of national attention, and in case we have forgotten, because we keep hearing that 2014 has been the warmest year on record, I asked the chair, you know what this is? It's a snowball, and that's just from outside here. So it's very, very cold out. Very unseasonal. So here, Mr. President, catch this.
And this happens.
This is coal. Don't be afraid. Don't be
Treasurer,
scared.
the Treasurer knows the rule on crops.
Mr. Speaker, those opposite have an ideological, pathological fear of coal. There's no word for coalophobia officially, Mr. Speaker.
And Twitter happens. One, global warming is one of many consequences of climate change. Two, coal in the ground does not damage our planet or health. And three, conventions and protocols aren't just for people living in Geneva or Montreal. Remember, Paris was the city where 195 parties from around the globe adopted the Treaty on Climate Change. Moving on, our oceans will become darker. Climate change will increase rainfall in some areas of our planet, creating faster flowing rivers that carry a larger volume of silt and debris into the ocean, and the murkier waters reduce the penetration of sunlight. This has already occurred off the coast of Norway, where darker ocean water has been observed from an increase in precipitation and melting snow. Our opiates are getting stronger. With the rise of carbon dioxide levels in our warming world, poppy flowers are growing with a much higher potency. In fact, today, the flowers are twice as potent as the crops from 1950. Thawing ice is producing oddities. Craters have been uncovered in Siberia as the covering permafrost melts due to warmer weather. The melting permafrost is reawakening dormant diseases such as anthrax that are killing herds of reindeer. The thaw is also uncovering prehistoric bodies in the Alps, ancient puppies in Russia, and a frozen mammoth with its blood intact. Climbers on Mount Everest are finding more bodies exposed from the ice than ever before, including those that perished decades earlier and were previously impossible to recover. In fact, many of the exposed dead bodies are named and used as landmarks. Less comfortable air travel. Air travel has taken a back seat during the pandemic, but when it resumes, turbulence will be more severe and frequent with the rise of CO2 in our atmosphere affecting the flight corridors. Weirder people. Social psychologists have highlighted a link between warmer climates and an increase in impulsive, often violent behavior. As warmer temperatures migrate north, so too shall the infamous Florida man. Massachusetts man just doesn't have the same ring to it. Increase of hybrid species. Growler bears, or sometimes referred to as pizzly bears, depending on the sire, are a hybrid between the grizzly and polar bears that are increasing in population. Warmer weather means the grizzly bears venture further north, and polar bears head south as the ice of their hunting ground melts. Come springtime, when it hits mating season, the bears begin to... Okay, maybe not right now. Get a room! Climate change is also increasing the population of coy wolves, a coyote and wolf hybrid, as well as lynxes, a hybrid of bobcat and the lynx. Our ants are becoming moody. Ants are susceptible to slight temperature increases and stubbornly retreat to their nests until conditions improve. While they wait for the temperature to normalize, the seed-dispersing species that are vital in maintaining the balance of their ecosystems are not doing their jobs. Animals will become smaller. With increasing temperatures causing nutrients to become scarce, the smaller mammals will adapt quicker than larger ones in filling their nutritional needs. The average size of a mammal is 15 pounds. Does not bode well for us. Exceptions to the rule are those directly affected, like the bramble-K melomus, a small rodent formerly endemic to northern Australia that became the first mammal species to become extinct from anthropogenic climate change. And finally, climate change has the potential to interrupt cell phone and television services. More CO2 in the atmosphere causes the thermosphere to cool and contract, reducing drag for orbiting satellites. Less drag means more speed, which also increases the chance of collision between satellites or with other space junk. Climate change disrupting the latest season of Bridgerton? It's gonna be maddening. Do you know of any other weird consequences of climate change? Let us know in the comments below. Spreading education is one of our greatest tools when it comes to combating climate change. And so is spreading the love. So please like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date. I'm working with children. Thank you so much for watching, Swarmers. Stay safe, stay sustainable, and we will see you next time.